Hello everyone, my name is Kevin Finney and welcome to my presentation about law and education. In this video, I will explain Vietnamese language requirements for international schools in Vietnam. First, let me provide you some historical background about Vietnam. Vietnam has a long history of struggling for its right of sovereignty. In the late 19th century, France occupied the region that is now Vietnam, Laos, and Cambodia. The French occupation ended violently in Vietnam when Ho Chi Minh and his forces defeated the French at the Battle of Dien Bien Phu. Following the withdrawal of the French from Indochina, a convention was held to decide the future of this region. It was concluded that Vietnam would be split into two autonomous zones, the North and the South. This split proved to be irreconcilable and later erupted into a full-scale war. The war became a proxy war between the Soviet Union and the United States and would result in one of the world's most devastating conflicts. Estimates for the total number of Vietnamese casualties range from nearly 1 million to 3.8 million. The war ended in 1975 as the U.S. withdrew its support of the South and the nation of Vietnam began the process of unification. Now, it is important to know that Vietnam currently has good diplomatic ties with France, Russia, and the United States, and we will see this later reflected when I discuss global citizenship. Next, let's move on to the law itself. The law I'm going to discuss is a Vietnamese language requirement for all Vietnamese students in international schools. The law codifies how much Vietnamese must be taught at each level. I believe this law is in place because Vietnam fought very hard for its independence and is doing its best to protect its culture and heritage. I would like to note that most international schools have a policy that all students, not just Vietnamese students, must take Vietnamese classes. I believe schools take this approach because they want to be inclusive to the non-Vietnamese students and also for the practical reason of not splitting up the class. Now, let's look at the benefits of this law. First, it's a matter of respect for Vietnamese culture and heritage. For Vietnamese students, this is something that is absolutely necessary. For international students, this will enhance and deepen their experience of living in Vietnam. This law also helps break the language barrier both outside and inside the school. Non-Vietnamese students can use their Vietnamese language skills to communicate with ordinary people in authentic situations outside of school. For Vietnamese students, they can be student leaders during lessons and help their peers inside the school. Finally, it encourages global citizenship. Students at international schools come from different backgrounds, and learning Vietnamese together is a great opportunity to bond while learning something culturally significant and immediately useful to the students. Global citizenship is something that Vietnam understands and values. Vietnam as a nation has prospered since opening up its economy to foreign investment and trade in the mid-90s. Now, let's examine some difficulties to overcome. First, Vietnamese can be a challenging language for some students. The Vietnamese language uses diacritics, which are figures written above and below letters, and these may indicate tones. This can mean there is a difference between ba and ba. There is also a lot of regional variation across the country, which can confuse learners. Next, teachers have to differentiate lessons to accommodate students at various levels. The Vietnamese teacher at my previous school told me that this was his biggest challenge. He would have students with no prior knowledge and students who are fluent in the same class. Finally, for international students who are only here for a limited period of time, they may see learning Vietnamese as a waste of their time. Some parents come here on 2 or 3 year work contracts. The children know this and may view learning Vietnamese as not important in the long term. So, what do I think of this law? I think it will have a positive effect on both Vietnamese and international students. I think it will help create a deeper connection between students and a deeper connection to Vietnam. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to your feedback. Bye.